What is up, Chase That Coin family? Shaka Daniel here. Today I want to talk about a project that I think is very much so underrated. And that project is the Tezos project. T-E-Z-O-S. Tezos is basically a smart contract platform, which is proof of stake, that governs itself by letting the stakeholders or the stakers vote on changes to the protocol. And it's modular. So like people like to say that it's future proof. And the way that it's future proof, if you don't understand what modular is, modular just basically means that the ability to switch in and out. Alright, so let's say that there's three layers, okay? And let's say that Tezos launches its network because it's not live yet, alright? They just had their ICO, which was the second biggest ICO of all time. $232 million raised. So let's say if they launch their network, right? And they launch vanilla, alright? So they launch just plain vanilla. So that means that they have smart contracts and they have the ability to let the stakeholders vote, alright? And they also still have the modular aspect, but they're just vanilla, right? So they launch vanilla, and the stakeholders think that it's a good idea for Tezos to be able to have anonymous transactions through ring signatures, like what Monero has, alright? So people can vote on it. If the vote gets passed, now the transaction layer of the protocol itself is changed, and now it's put in there where the holders or people on the blockchain can send anonymous transactions through ring signatures. So the modular aspect of Tezos allows it to easily upgrade and be future-proof, exactly, like what it is that they're saying. And I think that's very important because, the way blockchains are now, this year, they might not be 2 years from now, all right? Or, a new technology or something might pop up in a year and a half, 2 years from now that you want to easily incorporate into your blockchain, but it's harder for you because you didn't implement that into the protocol itself. You didn't put that in from day one, basically. So Tezos being modular is like it's always day one. They can always make changes to the core protocol. Alright, and I think this is going to be big. I think it's going to be big. It's going to take a lot of people by surprise. And nothing is ever not announced, but I just think that, this project is being very much so slept on. So I just wanted to come and, shed some light on it. There's things out there like EOS and other things, the Ethereum killers, and, once you say something with Ethereum in it, if you're the Ethereum killer, or you're adding something to Ethereum, or, that brings a level of attention. And I think Tezos, it very much so is comparable to Ethereum. It very much so is. But I think that a lot of things, they're going to be able to implement a lot of things into the protocol layer from day one, because every day would be kind of like day one. That Ethereum kind of, are trying to do on the fly, and it's not implemented into the protocol itself. So even the founders, Kathleen and Arthur Brightman, I think they're very, very smart people. And I've never seen so many women involved in a project, as far as like in the community. And they have Jill from Coinbase. I can't remember her last name right now, but there's a lot of women involved in this project, whether it be on the team, or whether it be within the community. At the meetups, I've yet to go to one yet, but I'm planning on making a move out there to one. I'm thinking about the London one. But yeah, there's a lot of women in the audiences at these meetups, and I just think it's the start of a new big player on the block. so to speak. So some predictions for Tezos. When the network is going to launch, my prediction would be maybe December, January, possibly November. What do I think the launch price is going to be? Because remind you, the coin isn't live yet. So I think the launch price is going to be $1.30, $1.30. I think within the first 6 months, it's going to be a top 10 cryptocurrency, and within the first year, it's going to be a top 5 cryptocurrency. I know those are some big shoes to fill, but I just think that there's a lot of things. I think that there's a lot that the planning for the way that this blockchain is going to work, possibly work, because it could still fail. But I think that the planning for the chain was done very well. So I think that since the planning was done so well, I think that there's going to be a lot less, trips and stumbles. They're still going to have their problems. Every chain is going to, of course, have its problems, but I think it's going to be a lot less, big problems to overcome. So anyway, I don't want to make this one too long. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. Share this around. Check out Tezos, Tezos.com, or you can check out TezosCommunity.com, or you can go on the subreddit. There's about almost 5,000 people in the subreddit. Yeah, and be on the lookout for this project. Don't say I didn't warn you. I think it's going to take a lot of people by surprise. And a lot of people that overlooked it, then they're going to talk about it when it's up a lot. So be on the lookout for that. And until next time, keep chasing that coin, ladies and gentlemen.